Ohio. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Buckeyes kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Bring in the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Owens. Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. The 30. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Jackson. There's some room. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing Reed. He's got his man. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Quarterback will keep it. Got a little grass. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially their passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Reed. He's got it. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 56 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Looking for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Takes his shot. He makes the catch. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleep.
Caught, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown! Buckeye! Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Reed fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about Nate.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quarterback may change this route. Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Here's Reed to throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. To the air, it's Sayin. Buys a little time. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Preseason rankings may not mean that much in the grand scheme of things, but the hype factor, man, off the charts when you start the season as the top dog.
Preseason #1 ranking, part of that because of the success last year, part of that because of the talent they have on the roster. But, David, now you've got to go out and prove it. And I know this team has been very hungry and very excited to finally do that today.
Yeah, and you're the #1 team, so you're getting a lot of pats on the back. And I think the coach is going to be like, all right, listen, let's go.
Finding Simone, just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Sayin from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing Reed. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half. And this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And the Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Reed to the air again. Oh, they're after him. Unloads it downfield. And it's caught inside the 25. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
Reed. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently. He's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. adjust, take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking left. And his throw is incomplete. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Holds it in on the left. Wide open spaces. Touchdown Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Well, guys, Jeremiah Smith could be disappointed after not being a Heisman finalist last season for Ohio State. But all he did is get back to work, keep his head down, and have an unbelievable summer. He's looking better than ever, and we as college football fans are lucky that we get to watch the best player in the country one more season for the Buckeyes. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Ohio State. A pick 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Here's Reed to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Doesn't matter what time of season it is. A top 10 win is a top 10 win. And you know the underdogs. Love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
He's got it inside the 30. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside, it's Jackson. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Throwing, say it. It's complete to the left. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Floats it out in space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber and just, I mean, that's creates...
Oh, out of space. Touchdown! Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. We had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing Reed. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Spits it out to the back. This time he's got his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Reed sends it downfield. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
Man, that's one of those as an offense you're just staring. No, look at his toe. He was out. The defender was so close to keeping something in bounds to make that an interception, but there's a reason he plays DB, and he's on that side of the football probably because he can't control his body and even get that from there.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Reed. Working that left side now.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that's now the second time in this game that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've got it running the football. So great job by the offensive line just getting it done.
Reed shoots it to the left. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Owens. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, it's Reed. Into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Booster, booster! Hey, move! Shift! Jet! Hey, move!
Say it. Pressure coming. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Saying from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's Reed to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim's still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Saying. Quickly complete. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And offense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. Makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. It's Sayin. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Running inside. It's Jackson. Done enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Here's Sayin to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Looking to fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the D's getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Rifles it down the middle. Leap and grab for a big gain. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
If feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Throw it. Say it. Got his man on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the 1. They're going to run it. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun on third down, say it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Northern Illinois looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.